Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Tree City West with another episode of Tree City Trading. Hope everybody is out. Hope everybody had a good Monday. Looks like Bitcoin's taking a little dump here. Crashing a bit. Right now we're sitting at 27,188. Let's zoom out to the daily candle as we always do. We did have a nice green day, but you'll notice this big wick to the upside, which means we pumped up and we're coming back down a little bit. So currently the price is sitting at 27,188. Excuse me, just kind of hanging there. But yeah, we're still in the range we've been in for months. It looks like we had a nice clean bounce off this bottom here. Hopefully this bottom holds. This could be considered a new lower low because of where the candle's closed, but I drew this little range here as the bottom and it held, so we'll see what happens. Zoom into the 4 hour. You can see we had a nice little run up throughout the day, throughout the last 2 days. And we hit that local bottom around 25,800 and we bounced right back up to 27,600 it looks like, but over the last 4 hours we have a pretty hefty green red candle and we're sitting right at I'm not sure what's up with this chart here. It's kind of stuck at 27,188. Let's see. Let's switch over to so this is the index. This should work. Yeah, and this has us in the same area, 27,192. So unfortunately we could not get above 2,800. We tried to go up there and test it, or 28,000, excuse me. Is sound dropping or is it just my phone? I hope it's not dropping. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's take a look at the crypto bubble, see what's pumping on the day. Looks like the Lido Dow is up quite a bit. 10% on the day. Hex is up 7% after the big dump over the weekend. Let's take a look here. Give me 1 second. Make sure my sound's all good. Let's take a look here. Give me 1 second. Make sure my sound's all... Yeah, it sounds okay to me. If I'm dropping out or lagging out or anything, just let me know in the chat. But let's see what we got here. Everything's pretty much even. Not too many big movers. Pepe's down 4%. BSV is down 3%. Clayton's down 3%. Sui's up 4%. Litecoin's up 4% on their halving that's coming up. And everything's pretty much the same size here. Not any big movers. Looks like Hex is moving up over the last hour, 2%. That's pretty nice. Graph token is taking a bit of a hit, down 4%. Switch over to coin market cap, and of course we get bonked like every day. But yeah, you can see there's not much movement in the top 10. Everything's within 2% on the day. Solana's up 2.1%. But Litecoin, man, they're starting to look pretty bullish, up 12% on the last 7 days. That's pretty healthy. So let's take a look here. What do we got for the big movers in the last 24 hours? Yeah, Lido DAO up 10%. I believe they're a liquid staking protocol for Ethereum, and liquid staking is going to be pretty big now that people can unstake their ETH regularly. And yeah, we mentioned the graph. They're up 7% on the day. BitDAO is up 6%. The Frax shares are up 5%. Take a look at the losers here over the last 24 hours. Looks like Pepe's down 3%. Bitcoin SV's down 3%. Just like Crypto Bubble said, not much movement, nothing dropping too crazy. Let's take a look over at the Xen Ecosystem. We'll pull up Dex Screener here, see what we got going on. I did set up some new watch lists today since we're spending so much time on Dex Screener with the different ecosystems popping off. So we'll start with the Xen Ecosystem here. Let's actually sort it by liquidity. So the Ethereum token looks like it's up 5% on the day. That's good. I believe everyone's starting to hold their Xen, getting ready for Xen Doge launching. We just had Phoenix launch and we had a bunch of Xen burned for that, so it's encouraging to see the price pumping a little bit. I know people are burning, getting ready to get into these projects, so it's nice to see the tokens aren't selling off. Unlike the other chains, the PZen Pulsechain pair is down 63%, and that's been super volatile. So you can see in the last 24 it's down 63, but in the last 6 it's up 73%. So it's all over the place. A lot of volatility over there on Pulsechain. The other chains are about doing the same. Avalanche Xen and Phantom Xen are both down about 20% on the day. But as usual, it's just pretty volatile. People are getting their mints and selling. We all know the price of Xen doesn't matter as much. As long as you're making money on your mints and you're participating in the burn, that's really all that matters. Let's flip over here to DBZen, see how our DBZen tokens are doing. And on ETH, it looks like we're holding solid right around $25, down 3% on the day. Looks like we got some movement on Phantom DBZen, up 30% in the last 24 hours. So that token price is sitting at 8 cents. That might be a good opportunity. And then yeah, Matic, Binance, and Avalanche DXN are all down 10 to 15%. So kind of a down day for the Xen ecosystem, but that's just how it goes. People aren't really burning right now, so it's kind of natural to see these taking a bit of a dip. But every dip's a new buying opportunity. Let's take a look at Phoenix here. We've got both the Ethereum pair now and the Polygon Matic pair. The Ethereum pair has been pumping quite a bit today, up 14%, while the Matic pair is down 7%. Looks like the Ethereum pair is holding strong at 2 cents right now. I'll pull up the chart here. And I'm ready to buy some of this. We're going to cover this a little later, but I'm really ready to get into Phoenix. I'm excited to stake and I need to acquire some, but right now it's a little cheaper to buy it rather than Xen, and I want to show you guys how you can figure that out so you make the right moves with Phoenix. So let's go back to the watch list, and finally the big Pulsechain watch list. So let's see here. This is brand new. Obviously these prices are just based on some strange pairs, like the wrapped PLS Hex pair. We have the PLS wrapped Pulse pair, the incentive token PLSX pair. We have the Xen PLS and the Xen PLS pairs, and we've just been seeing some wild volatility. You can see the Xen versus PLS pairs is all over the place. You're getting these huge swings because nobody really knows what's going on as far as the pricing, what these tokens are valued. So you can see we get these runs up, a 600% run up, and then a 70% down, and then we get another, what's this, 150% run up. And just be mindful, this is the Pulsechain version of Xen. This isn't the ETH version of Xen on Pulsechain. This is the Xen, the new contract. So that's kind of exciting. And how's Hex doing? I'll switch over to our main watch list here and see if we got any big movers on the day. Obviously Phoenix is up 14%, that's nice. But yeah, look at Hex. Hex is up 9%. So that might have been the dip to buy over the weekend. You can see here, we had some big spike lows down to 1 cent when Pulsechain first launched. And that's because Hex is finding a new home over on Pulsechain. So a lot of these Ethereum side holders are just dumping their Hex. And you can see we had this big old drop off right when Pulsechain launched of almost 80% down. So that would have been a nice discount. And since then we've just kind of been, we recovered a bit. We had a nice 200% pump, and we've just been in this range now. And it's really interesting to see what's going to happen when we break out of this. Are the hexagons going to pull out of Ethereum completely and the ETH side's going to be worthless? Is it going to peg to the Pulsechain side where they become worth the same amount on both sides, so there's no arbitrage there? That would be really cool to see. But it's really speculative. There's really some uncertainty. We'll have to see what happens and be mindful as it happens. But right now, looks like it's in this wedge getting down here, and it's right at 3 cents. But these wedges can really go 50-50, so who knows what to expect. Head back over to the watch list. It looks like Xen is up 4% in the last 24 hours. Pulse is up 15% against Hex on Pulsechain in the last 6 hours. That's kind of interesting. And then it looks like the meme coin experiment, the Bend coin, is down quite a bit. We're still above our entry, but I guess that's just going to be a hold and see what happens. Next, we'll head over to Xen Turbo, take a look at the burn statistics. So with Xen ETH, you can see the total supply is up to 12 trillion with 10 of it liquid. And yeah, you can see that beautiful run up on the burn from Phoenix. The day Phoenix launched, 5/13, it had burned over 100 billion Xen. So that's nice. Next day, it burned about a little less than half that, down to 40 billion, but that's still quite a bit of Xen burn. You can see compared to over the last couple of weeks, Phoenix really pulled up on that burning. That's nice to see, because when that happens, when the Xen supply gets burned, it becomes more scarce, supply and demand kicks into gear, and then the price can go up. And that's exactly what we're seeing on the Xen chart. As we see more burn, we see Xen start to find a local bottom and it starts to move up again. So really hoping this is the local bottom here, and we're just going to keep on moving on up with this uptrend here. That would be nice. Just kind of bounce right along and see what happens. And for that to happen, obviously we're going to have to have more burn, but we have another project launching this weekend that's going to require a bunch of Xen burn, and that being Xen Doge. So it's getting really exciting out here. We still got people burning for DB Xen, still earning the ETH yield. Obviously, we had Phoenix launch over the weekend. That kind of got overshadowed by the Pulsechain launch, but I think it's going to be an epic project. I'm really excited to get in. I haven't got in yet. I've kind of been waiting for that bottom, and looking at the chart, I might have missed that bottom. So we'll see what happens there. So once again, everybody, my name is Wes. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. Go head over to my Twitter. Give me a follow there, TreeCityWes. We got the new website up, TreeCityTrading.us. Got a couple links. Link to the sponsor, ZenMerch.store. As always, we're sipping out of our Zen mug. Shout out to ZenMerch.store. And we're doing a new segment every week. Every Friday, I'm going to be purchasing $100 of crypto live on stream. And if you come to TreeCityTrading.us, you can actually track that portfolio. Last Friday, we bought $100 worth of Bitcoin to start off the portfolio, and you can see we're already up $1, a solid 1% returns on the portfolio so far, less than a week. So hopefully that continues, but obviously Bitcoin's been pretty volatile lately. Here we also got on the website, we got a link to the Telegram. Hope you guys come check out the Telegram. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. We're always going over Zen, some new Zen content, making some new Zen videos. We're doing the weekly DCA, and just covering the new crypto news in general. So yeah, let's get into Pulsechain. The Pulsechain mainnet has launched. That's been really exciting. It's really been a big confusion. Everyone seems really concerned about the gas fees, and that's because on the testnet, when we were on the testnet, we were transacting, and gas fees were only about 1 PLS, less than 1 PLS, and everyone was really excited about those cheap fees. So the mainnet launched, and within those first 24 hours, the gas prices were pretty similar. We were transacting for less than 1 pulse. Everything was good. As soon as Zen launched, the gas prices went crazy. And here, let's pull over here to the Pulsechain beacon. Oof, looks like they're having some website issues again. But you can see right when Zen launched, almost the exact moment, the gas shot up. And since then, it's been pretty high ever since, consistently. And honestly, this might be the new gas level. This might be how Pulsechain operates. You know, when Zen launched, it woke up all those wallets that had sacrificed. They start participating in Zen. It brings up the gas price, and we start seeing these fees. And everyone got really confused. They're like, "What? You know, why is it 10,000 gas Gwei to 10,000 beat to send a transaction? It's supposed to be cheap." But if you think about it, for every $100, you basically got a little less than 1 million PLS. So a 10,000 beat gas fee is really only $1, you know, by that pricing. So that doesn't sound as bad as it seems. You know, if the gas fees are less than 10,000, they're going to be less than $1. So it's definitely something interesting to think about. Another pretty cool site to monitor the Pulsechain burn is plsburn.com. Also has the gas tracker. You can kind of see right now we're sitting around 4 million beats. Pulse swap's about 1400 PLS, which is quite a bit. I'd like to see this under 500, so that's when I'm going to start minting my Zen NFTs. And I've minted quite a few so far. I'm getting pretty excited, starting to get a bit of a collection here. And at first I was a little apprehensive. I was a little worried that maybe the gas was being messed with. And eventually I realized, like, the bridge isn't open yet. As soon as they open that bridge, there's going to be a flood of new users. There's going to be a flood of liquidity. People are going to be able to bridge over to Pulsechain and start interacting with their PLSX, interacting with their ERC20s. And when that happens, the gas fees are going to continue to shoot up. So that's why I think right now might be the best time to mint these NFTs and make these Zen claims. I'm not going all in. I'm still keeping my primary bag, and that's going to be my, you know, my million PLS and my 10 million PLSX. But all those PRC20s I sold, all those Zen classic mints that I sold, all that liquidity I was able to build up on Pulsechain, I was able to mint these NFTs, and I'm basically paying about 500 PLS per VMU. And what that means is every wallet is basically one VMU, and you can batch mint with ZenFTs. So if I build a ZenFT with 10 wallets, that's 10 VMUs. For each of those, I'm paying less than 600 PLS, and that's kind of my goal. So for example, right now, if we wanted to mint, you know, a 10 VMU collector for max term, this NFT is going to cost about 10,000 PLS. So that's almost twice as much what I'd like to pay. Obviously, right now is not a good time to mint these. When this says 6,000 or basic 7,000 or less, I'm gonna start to mint them. I'll mint a 10-day. You know, if it gets really low and we're talking, you know, 400 to 500 PLS, I might start minting the bigger ones. You know, here I have 128 VMU that I really only paid. It was about 60,000 PLS for, so it was about 600 VMU, about 500 VMU each. So I'm really excited for that one. I'm gonna keep building these NFTs up. Anytime that gas drops down, I'm gonna spend a couple thousand PLS and continue my Zen mints. But I also don't want to go all in. I also want to keep some of my Pulsechain. I want to keep my PLSX, and I've been waiting for years for it to be here. And I'm really anxious and excited to see what happens once that bridge opens up. I haven't yet been able to mint one live on stream yet. So like if we look here, if we do a single VMU, oh shoot, I gotta cancel that other one. If you look here, if we do a single VMU, you're looking at 2,000 PLS. That's too much for me. That's too much. I need this to say 400 or 500 PLS. And this just says to me it's a high gas time, and now is not a good time. Now what's going to happen when that bridge opens and all these people are going to be using Pulsechain, you know, to stake their hex and enter the pools and do the different promotions with the PulseX, you know, the different pools and the different earn programs and everything. This PLS price is going to shoot up. People are going to wish they were minting when gas was this low before the bridge opened and before all these people came into Pulsechain. So it's a tough call. I mean, what are you gonna do? If you don't have any PLS because you didn't sacrifice, you're kind of stuck. You know, unless you have some of those PRC20s that you can sell for some Pulse. But I feel like I'm pretty lucky, and I'm gonna wish that I minted more before that bridge opens. Now there's also the alternative where maybe there's something malicious going on, and that's driving the gas up so that we can't mint these NFTs. And then once the bridge opens, that issue is going to be resolved, and that might be a better time. You might be able to get a much cheaper price. Hopefully there's not some fuckery going on there, some manipulation, but we'll see. We'll see. I haven't done any of the liquidity pools or the LP farming. I've been thinking about it, but I'm not quite ready. I'll probably wait until the bridge opens up, just in case there's some crazy, you know, I don't want to lose my coins to impermanent loss. It's a very common thing when you're trying to farm LP. But it looks like it's a 3-to-1 ratio, so if I do all my pulse, I can do about, maybe it's 4-to-1, a little more than 4-to-1 ratio, it looks like. So I'll definitely be adding liquidity and doing all that fun stuff, but there's just too much uncertainty until that bridge opens. We really don't know what we have until we can transact with the rest of the environment. Yeah, this gas fee has been rough. It was nice waking up. I woke up pretty early this morning. It was only about 3 to 4 million beat, and I was able to mint all those NFTs. I hope I get more opportunities like that, but usually between now and midnight, it's a pretty slow gas time. You can see Ethereum gas is starting to come down. It's only 40 Gwei right now, but we're not quite there yet. So shout out to my 6 watchers. Glad you guys are here. We're just here talking Zen, talking Pulsechain. I want to show you guys something cool with Phoenix. something you'll definitely want to be mindful of if you're playing the Phoenix game. So we might as well get into that real quick. So I've been hearing a lot lately that it's cheaper to buy your Phoenix rather than burn your Xen. So I kind of wanted to go over that just to show you guys a visual of what that looks like and how it really is cheaper to buy your Phoenix rather than burn your Xen. So let me go ahead and connect my wallet here. Switch over to the Ethereum network. And so this is Uniswap on the right, Uniswap on the right here, and then I have Phoenix on the left. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend like we're gonna burn some Phoenix, or burn some Xen for Phoenix, and we're also going to pull up the pair over here on Uniswap, and I'm actually gonna do the Xen Phoenix pair, which is one of the more liquid pairs on Uniswap right now, which is kind of interesting. The Xen Phoenix pair is a little more liquid than the ETH Phoenix pair, or the USDC Phoenix pair. Cool. Sorry, getting distracted here. But say I had 10 million Xen to burn. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna put in 10 million Xen. Let me make sure I count my zeros appropriately. So if I burn 10 million Xen, that's gonna give me 1,000 Phoenix. But what if I wanted to swap 10 million Xen for Phoenix instead? So this swap would actually give me 1,137 tokens. So one of the cool things about Phoenix is that it burns Xen, but it has to be a certain price for that burn to be worth it. Let me fix my camera here. There we go. So back to what I was saying, it has to be worth it for you to burn it. Right now it's not worth it. You would get 137 extra Phoenix if you just bought it and then staked it. So that's definitely an interesting concept, especially when you're making bigger buys. So this is only $26, and you know, what's 137 Phoenix? So basically for every $25, you're saving $3, and that adds up over time. And if I was burning 250, and $260 of burned Xen would get me 11,000 Phoenix instead of 10,000. So that's almost almost 1,000 extra Phoenix just from buying it rather than burning it. And it's just another way to play the game. So once you get your Phoenix, you pop it in the staking pool. You start earning your rewards, and it gets really exciting. So let's follow up on my stakes. So as a lot of you know, I have not staked on the east side yet, but I do have some Polygon stakes active. So let's go ahead and switch over to the Polygon network. And unfortunately, I did not play the game the right way, and I'm gonna end up regretting it. And I'll show you exactly what I mean here once I get on the Polygon mainnet. So here's all my Phoenix stakes that I have going, and most of them are going to pay out really well. I should get double my Phoenix, you know, for staking. So I basically laddered my stakes, but just for fun, I thought I'd do a short stake and have a stake end on my birthday. It was a little less than 2 weeks, and I just threw 20 Phoenix in there, and apparently it's too short because I'm actually going to lose about 3,700 Phoenix. So that kind of sucks. I didn't read the rules, I didn't understand the staking, and I just kind of did this experimental Phoenix, and I'm actually going to lose about 4,000 Phoenix because I didn't understand what I was doing. It says my future payout's going to be 16,000 Phoenix, but I put in 20,000, so I'm going to get less than my principal. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. But yeah, being able to double up on 50,000 tokens, that'll be nice. It's going to be a fun rest of the year, that's for sure. I should say a fun 2024, that's when my stakes start. And what I'm actually trying to do now is organize my Xen mints with my stakes. So I'm going to have Xen mints on every chain minting on the first of the month. I'll have my Phoenix stakes ending on the first of the month. Maybe I'll throw some Hex stakes in there too, depending on what happens with Pulsechain. But that's kind of my my strategy here for Phoenix. Definitely want to do a lot of long stakes, but I do like to have it consistently, so I'm consistently getting more and more. And you can see the same thing with my Xen FTs on Polygon. And basically what I want to do is build a steady, income's not the right word, but a steady intake of Xen from Xen mints constantly expiring. So maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, at least once every month. And I'll just continue to have these mints and these claims ending and just continue to collect Xen and be able to use it. As new projects launch, you'll be able to participate. Otherwise, I'll just keep my Xen, keep it until the price, the supply stops growing and we start to see some retraction and some deflation in the supply. See that price skyrocket? That's going to be exciting. So this is something kind of interesting. I'm trying to do the channel up legitimate, and my last live stream, I got a couple copyright violations. So I decided to sign up for Epidemic Sound, so that's what we're listening to now. I'm not sure I like it. It's a little, this one's a little much. So let's switch this over. I basically just typed in lo-fi instrumental beats. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, let's go take a look at Bitcoin here, and looks like we're starting to get a move up after that last 4-hour candle closed. So you can see we're holding strong right at the support here, right at 27,100. So that's good. That's good. Hopefully that continues to hold. Give me 1 second here. I just want to check something. Try to do something a little fun here, sorry. That's more of a... Alright, let's see what we can do here. What I would like to do... Where did that go? Okay, okay. Getting my life together here real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's see here and do this here, do this here. And I definitely encourage you guys, please check out my website, TreeCityTrading.us. Over there, I do have a link to CoinStats. CoinStats is an awesome utility for tracking your crypto portfolio. There's no need to enter seed phrases or anything crazy like that. You just plop in your wallet address. It'll populate all the crypto that you have in those wallets and your transaction, and it's really an awesome utility. That's for sure. So, all right, let's see if I remember how to do this one here. All right, let's see what we can do. This might be a little cheesy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another segment of Tree City Trading, the Pulse, the news pulse. I've already forgot what it's called. I just got a couple news stories to go over with you today. This is the second time I'm doing this segment, so forgive me for tripping up here. But our first news story is the OpenAI CEO's crypto project. It's called WorldCoin, and they're eyeing $100 million in fresh funding. WorldCoin, it is kind of a scary project. They're looking to do iris scanning, where they can actually take the data in your iris and convert that into a digital wallet type thing. WorldCoin's previous investment round included funding from venture capital firms, those things that we don't like. It's co-founded by Sam Altman, who's the founder of OpenAI, former president of the Y Combinator, which you may be familiar with if you're a Cardano head. WorldCoin aims to create a digital global currency that's distributed to everyone in the world, fair and equitable manner. According to the project's website, WorldCoin is building the world's largest identity and financial network as a public utility, giving ownership to everyone. It sounds like an interesting idea, but it also sounds terrifying. Basically, what they want you to do is build a digital identity and have that tied to your iris. So when you look at your phone, it scans your eye and you unlock your wallet and you unlock the ability to use your identity. And it's called the Proof of Personhood Protocol. It's used for the project's token distribution, which involves the use of biometric scanning of the recipient's irises, which is then verified against a government issue ID to confirm their identity. By doing so, WorldCoin aims to ensure that each token is distributed to a unique person. And once a person's identity has been verified, they're eligible to receive a certain number of WorldCoin tokens. So it's basically KYC, know your customer, with your iris. And that scan of your iris contains your identity. And once you have that in your wallet, then you're able to participate in the world. And it's kind of a scary thing. It does sound like a really cool technology, but it also, to me, it sounds like Pandora's box. With more than 1.6 million signups in beta, 500,000 monthly active World app users, the deployments on the OP mainnet will expand across the world until it reaches value. The project is still in the early stages of development. It's already drawn criticism from Edward Snowden for leaking, the guy known for leaking NSA data. Apart from the ethical aspect of using the human body for a crypto project, Snowden raised concerns that WorldCoin seeks to produce a global database of people's iris scans, which will be kept in the form of hashes. So think about that. Everything you do in your crypto wallet could be tied to your eye scan. It's kind of terrifying. You know, Big Brother will be watching. They'll be able to see everything, and it's all maintained through your biometric scanning in your eye scan. Kind of like they track you by your fingerprints as well. So that's an interesting story there. Moving on to the next story, Microsoft, Goldman Sachs, and other big firms backed the launch of financial blockchain. This kind of goes against everything crypto, but a bunch of financial firms like Deloitte, S&P Global, and Moody's have come together to support the launch of the Canton Network. God, just a name like that, that's not going to be a good blockchain. The Canton Network aims to provide companies with decentralized infrastructure that could make transactions more efficient, linking financial systems together and allowing them to operate in a synchronized way. Basically going to be the banker's coin. It's going to be the stock market coin. Assets, data, and cash can synchronize freely across platforms. This creates opportunities for financial institutions to gather innovative products to their clients while they're enhancing their efficiency and risk management. Basically saying the current system's too slow and too old, so we need this new system, but we want to build it ourselves so we can make it like the old system, where they control all of our money, they control everything, and we're just the slaves, and we'll be happy with it. The Canton network leverages a smart contract language named DOML, created by the software company Digital Asset. For the first time, financial institutions can realize the full benefits of a global blockchain network while operating within the regulatory guardrails to ensure a safe, sound, and fair financial system. What does that say? They can't use the regular blockchains. They got to make their own so they can operate within their environment. Tell me that's not a red flag. So far, the network has 30 participants, including Goldman Sachs, Paribas, Microsoft, all the big tech companies that don't want you seeing what they do on a blockchain. BlackRock, another red flag company. BlackRock CEO said last year that tokenization of assets, representing assets like stocks with digital tokens, could be an inflection point for traditional finance, but obviously only if they can control the network and make it less transparent. Moving on to another story, Samsung, Bank of Korea to deepen offline CBDC payments research. Basically, Samsung wants to get into the CBDC research. Everybody is terrified of CBDCs. You see states left and right making them illegal. And apparently Samsung wants to get their hand in it. So Samsung Electronics announced its partnership with the Bank of Korea to jointly conduct research aimed at developing an ecosystem for a CBDC. That's a government-controlled currency. CBDC is a digital currency that's issued by a central bank, and many countries, including the U.S., are exploring the launch of their own CBDCs to facilitate more secure transactions. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Now, not only do we see countries and governments, but we also see companies working towards that CBDC, where they really want to control what's going in and out of our banks. They can see all the money we spend with their government-issued CBDC. And finally, last story of the day, Ethereum staking tokens Lido, Rocket Pool soared double digits on the week. We saw that earlier in the CoinMarketCap and the Crypto Bubbles review. Lido Finance was way up. Lido Finance and Rocket Pool led weekly market gains with 22% and 12% price surges, respectively, even amid a widely bearish move for the broader crypto market. That's because these are liquid staking protocols. Liquid staking refers to the process of depositing Ethereum in a protocol, and then then deposit those to the mainnet. But unlike depositing directly into the mainnet, you actually get a liquid staking token back. And it's, for example, the one from Lido is called ST-ETH, and then you can use that liquid staking token to trade and try to make more ST-ETH. However, if you lose your ST-ETH, then you cannot claim it back out of the pool, and it becomes an issue. Ethereum staking post-Shapella upgrade. These days, such projects have taken center stage following the Shapella upgrade last month. Basically talking about the Ethereum upgrades and how now that people can unstake their Ethereum, they feel more comfortable staking. So we're starting to see more staking and more liquid staking. These platforms are gradually building an moat in this sector with a dominant 36% of the market share compared to other staking methods like Coinbase. Coinbase also has its own stake derivative called CB-ETH, but it's just not as popular as the Rocket Pool and the Lido DAO. The market share for decentralized LSD platforms or liquid staking derivative platforms is continuing to grow. In the last 24 hours, tokens backing other staking projects like Frax, which is another big mover, Stakewise, Anchor, all rose between 3 and 6%. So people are getting excited. DeFi is becoming hot again. And now that people can on-stake their staking from Ethereum, it's really getting more popular to use these liquid staking and then try to make some more ST-ETH on the side. So that's really all I have today. Appreciate you guys listening to the news. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get back to the music. Maybe. All right. Shout out to my 4 watchers. Hope you guys are having a good day. go take a look over at Twitter, see what's happening. Anything going on over there? Any spaces we could pop in and listen to? The Twitter spaces have been getting wild, especially over in the Pulsechain community. Here, let's see what these guys are saying. Let's take a look. I mean, these guys were out with their pitchforks last night. It was wild.
Yeah, these spaces to create awareness for Pulsechain, make sure the education's out there, and make sure people know how to use it. I'm trying to give my time to it. So far, we are at 6.5 hours I've been at this, and I have to change the message again. We have crossed the 72-hour mark. Pulsechain has been alive for 3 days. 3 days, folks.
3 days.
My phone is glitching out. Wow. There we go. It's 3 days, guys, that we have been.
All right, that's kind of boring. Let's see what this Pulsechain space is talking about.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So, bright futures ahead.
As long as this dude isn't a troll, it's all good. If he's a troll, I'm beating him. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? I wanted to know, I wanted to do good accounting on wallets that were not mine initially when the pulse fees were low, but now that they're high, I don't think I'm willing to do that. But has anyone successfully found a front end where you can do that? I use Backup Hex on Ethereum, and you can use Etherscan too, but I'm not aware of any way to do that on the Pulse Scan.
Oh, that's boring as shit. Let's see what else we got. Anything trending for Pulsechain? When's the bridge gonna come out? They said 1 week. Hopefully we see the bridge today. Is this gonna be another 2 years before the bridge? They launched the chain, now we just gotta wait. Hey, shout out to Anson. What up? What up, brother? How's it going? Make sure you guys go check out the zenmerch.store. We're sipping out of our Zen Merch mug. They got some quality products over there. Definitely recommend checking out the t-shirts. They got some stickers. They got some cups and mugs and some all kinds of good stuff over there. Definitely check them out. See if there's any news real quick here. I gotta be careful scrolling through Twitter after last night. Holy shit, that was wild. Take a look at the watch list. Look at Zen, top of the watch list, up 6% on the day. That's always a welcome sign. We'll pull up the daily chart here. Yeah, that's just a mess. Let's remove this, start over. Actually, I'm going to take this one over to Dex Screener. Let's see how we're doing on Zen. And yeah, just like we've been mentioning, it's holding this upward trend. Hopefully it continues to hold. We can really zoom in here on the 15 minutes and you can see it's really just holding that trend. We are starting to see a bit of a pattern here. We're making some lower highs on the price and we're making higher lows on the price. Starting to form this wedge here. Let's see if we can pull up some RSI, see how the RSI is cooking. RSI is currently coming down, but it does have a little bounce there, so that's kind of interesting. Notice it didn't come all the way down. We're starting to get a little bounce. We also have some falling volume, rising price, a bit of divergence there. So we'll see what happens. It's not looking bad. It looks like that burning over the weekend with the Phoenix launch is starting to hold the price. And it's really obvious. You can kind of see, Phoenix launched right around here. And since then, the price has been steady. And that's because more and more people are burning. And it really helps out the prices end. So let's see here. How's the gas doing over on Pulsechain? I'd love to mint Xen NFT live on screen with you guys. But it's got to be within my limit. I'm not going to do it for over... So let's say... Let's see what this is heading for. 90,000. Yeah, it's got to come down about 20,000 PLS. It is starting to come down, but it's not quite there yet. So, I want to get that under 600-700. So if we do, right now we're at 105,692 divided by 128. It's 825 PLS per VMU. That's too much for me. I want it to be under 600. I've been able to pull off all these under 600, and it's gonna. Hopefully, that's a good price. It's not. And I'm not telling you that it's gonna be a good price. I just hope it is.
He's on fire!
Let's see here. WhenPulseRamp.com. This message will go away when the bridge to mainnet is live. There's not really much else to say. We're just kind of waiting on the bridge. That's going to be the next big thing. This Twitter hasn't been updated this year. It's kind of funny. Shout out to all my new followers today. I saw Jack Levin retweeted me earlier. Just about fell over in my chair, man. That was awesome. That was really surreal to see that. Shout out to Jack. Shout out to the zenmerch.store. Definitely go check them out. Zenmerch.store. Mint your future. They got some awesome merch over there. Also, check out the website, TreeCityTrading.us. Every Friday, I'm buying $100 of crypto live on stream, and we're tracking it in our portfolio via CoinStats. If you guys are looking for a good way to track your portfolio, definitely recommend signing up with CoinStats with the referral link on the website. It's an awesome utility. I've used it for years, and this is what we're using to track the DCA Fridays. What's up, Howler? Welcome. So let's go back to the watch list. I kind of want to take a look at the Pulsechain ecosystem. It's tough, man. I don't know what to do. It's like I'm not sure of the exact ratio I want. Right now I have my million PLS to my 10 million PLSX. I do feel like it's a better move to hold the PLSX because that's going to burn a lot faster and the price should move up quicker. But then look at this. So everyone's all hype on the incentive token, but it looks like it's taking a bit of a dump right now. It might be a good time to take advantage of these swings. Let me zoom out a little bit. Pull up the log chart and see what we got here. So if we pull the fib from the top, that's a pretty crazy price too. 400,000 PLSX per ink, or ink per PLSX. What's up, Crypto 420? How's it going? Oh, good call, Troy. There we go. Can you see me now? Shout out to YouTube. So let's figure out some levels here for I don't know if this is even the right pair though, this PLSX pair. What I'm gonna do is head over to the Pulsechain blockchain and look at PulseX, and let's see what we got for the INC token. Yeah, I would think PLS would be the main pair, right? I mean, it kind of looks the same, but what kind of swings are we talking about here? So from this low to this high, that's about 300%. And then from this high down to the current price, it's down about 50%. So that's interesting. It might be a good time to buy some incentive token. I feel silly saying that. You should never buy an incentive token because it gets minted and people dump it, and that's like the whole point. But if it's going to have these huge 300% swings, what are we looking here? So that's 300%. That's about 100%. It's 70%. 70%. Crypto 420, blaze it up. Blazing and gazing at these charts. I like that, man. Blazing and gazing. That's pretty funny. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. We're just going over things in the Pulsechain ecosystem, checking out the Xen ecosystem. One crazy thing over on our Pulsechain watch list is the price of the Xen. It has been all over the place. So in the last 24 hours, Xen is up 330%. In the last hour, it's up 5%. In the last 5 minutes, it's up 8%. So you can see it's looking pretty wild. I would say be careful though, because as everybody knows, this is just the first and second day of Pulse, or of Xen. So this supply is going to continue to grow, and once word catches that these one-day mints are profitable, the supply is going to grow fast. So definitely want to be mindful there. But hey, if that gas comes down, might be a good time to mint some Xen. But yeah, look at these. This volatility on this blockchain is nuts. So here we got a 600% upswing followed by a 76% drop, followed by another 180% upswing. So if you can catch these swings, man, you can definitely make some money on your Xen. Let's see here. Let's go check out PulseX real quick. I'm kind of curious what we're looking at with Xen. Need the contract address, so let's pull it over here. Grab this here. Grab the Xen. So what's 100,000 PLS going for? That'll get you about 2.6 million Xen. But if that goes up 300%, that might be worth it real quick, right? Those are some wild swings. Look at this one. Like, what is this swing right here? If you caught this low right here and you sold the very top, that's a 15x. That's nuts. 1,500%. That's wild. And that's the kind of opportunities you get on these new chains. Let's look at the entire pool. I saw some little meme coins and shit coins popping up over on here too. Look, we got some Pepe Pulsechain token, some Pepe PLS. Now, this is interesting. It's just the heart. Oh, Jesus. This is a rug pull is what it is. What's our biggest volume on here? Oh, we can't even see the volume. It's got the biggest amount of transactions. Of course, Pulse, PLX. You got the Pulse Bitcoin. That's interesting. That's down 10%. Hedron. Fiat. Pulse Doge. I bet they gotta be pumped. Icosa. Got another version of Pepe. And just look at these swings. That is wild. 500%. 300%. But be careful because these are the ruggiest of the rugs. What up, Web3? How's it going? I'm just looking at the Pulsechain ecosystem right now. But really, I've just been minting some ZenFTs over there. I've been really trying to get my VMU per PLS under 600. So what that means is, like, you know, a 10 VMU NFT should cost less than 6,000 PLS. Let's see what we're up to right now. I already got one pending. Let me see. Yeah, see, it's going for 9,000. I need a 10 VMU to be 6,000. So the gas is too high for me to do the NFTs right now, unfortunately. But that's really, I've just been kind of watching the gas all day. Or I'm sorry, the beat. Is it the beats or the beat? I'm not sure. Yeah, plsburn.com. Nice little gas tracker. Got some stats on here. But look at that, almost 10 billion of PulseX burned already. That's wild. And gas prices are coming down a little bit, but I need to see this under 2 million. You can see how high it is right now, though. It's over 5 million. That's nuts. Alright, well, it's kind of a slow day. It's been fun setting up my new stream deck. Got all these. If I pull up the incentive token here, it looks like it's taking a big old... Thank you, thank you. Oh, this shit's gonna be fun. But I'm trying to do my best to grow the channel. Hope you guys continue to grow right along with me. I'll be streaming every day this week. Should be hopping on around 7:30, 8 p.m. As always, we'll go through Bitcoin and crypto. We'll check out the Xen ecosystem. We'll check out the Pulsechain charts. We'll look at the news. Every Friday, we're doing the $100 DCA. And definitely check out TreeCityTrading.us. If you want to see the portfolio, we got a link to the portfolio over there. Right now, we only have $100 in it. Yeah. It's It's my favorite button. But yeah, hope you guys have a good evening. We will be back tomorrow. Definitely stay zen. Thanks for watching. Tree City Trading's out.
Yeah.